We have had a tipping competition here on Racing Dreams all season. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard to see how we all fared. As you can see,
Ricky Stewart said it last week. Oh, couldn't.
Jared Croker, lucky you're good at football, mate, because your tipping was not great this season. But Timmy Gilbert, you did take out the comp. You led all season, actually, remarkably, and it did come down.
I don't know about remarkably, but
remarkably.
I don't know whether we need remarkably. But
I'd just like to see all the threes on my line there. So I did come back quite strong last week, and I didn't need Sunshine in Paris to place, but she did. And well done to Annabelle Neesham and Rob Archibald as well for helping with that.
Just so for those following on at home, if you win, you get 3, second 2. And so last week,
the Everest
Julie
really
needed Bella and Patina to win and for me to sort of come third or not place. But because Sunshine in Paris came second, I just got there by nose.
Yeah.
And look, it's not about winning. It's a spirit of competition and having a lot of fun. And we did that.
Yeah, that's right. The Everest really disappointed all of us, but me more so. Well, on that, we do have a little something.
No.
I do have to we couldn't get Jared's wooden spoon, but we do have a
how good's this?
a golden horse to present the winner of our tipping competition.
I'm going to call that Kryptonic in honour of a horse I have a small share in.
Yes, so that is your trophy. Congratulations. I look forward to having it on my mantelpiece next season.
We can't get a new one for you next year.
Nope, it's not the Everest, mate.
No,
we are on a tight budget around here.
We didn't get the wooden spoon to Jared down at Canberra, but I've thought what we should do, he's going to Las Vegas with Ricky Stewart and the Raiders to play the Warriors.
Yes.
The first NRL game. I reckon we get him to do the lines and the sausage sizzle.
Yeah.
As a penance.
We should.
For running laps.
I reckon Ricky would support that.
Yeah.
I mean, Ricky.
Maybe hot dogs in Vegas.
Yeah, hot dogs in Vegas. Yeah.
So enough of the frivolity. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Timmy. We'll leave this one here. Let's take a look at some tips for today. Obviously, no points on the line for us, but tipsters at home might want to hear this one. Shayne, who are you liking at Rosehill today?
Yeah, I'm going to kick off in race 1, Julie, with number 7, a horse called Monty Supreme. She's trained down at Kembla by Robert and Luke Price. She had her first taste of midway racing at her last start, and look, it didn't go terribly well for her. She drew the outside barrier and was always well back, as is often the case with her. But look, she went for a run in the straight, but unfortunately there's a wall of horses in front of her there. You can see Tommy Berry, who's in great form, by the way. He won the big dance on Tuesday, so hopefully things will go a bit better for Tommy and the horse today. But look, I thought she hit the line really well. They brought her back to Sydney, and I did notice in the morning line this morning with the betting, she was pretty much the first horse backed, and they have kept backing her all morning. So she's 5s into about $4, and I suspect she could even run favourite. If you have a good look at her there, she's the one. Tommy just sitting up in the saddle there, plenty to offer, but nowhere to go. So let's hope she goes a bit better today.
What about you, Mark?
I'm going with Rapidash in the last at Rosehill.
Get out.
Now, I spoke to the trainer, actually, Lyle Chandler, lovely bloke at Scone. Just in this clip here, it's red sleeves, red cap, white, third last. It'll struggle to get a run here, but flashes home for 4th. I asked him, what does it mean, Rapidash? And he said it's a Pokemon character, a cream-coloured horse who runs at 240 kilometres an hour, and it's cream-coloured. So I'm figuring if Repeater Dash can 30% of that 240 over the last 200 metres, she'll win. So
Jeez, that's a
there she is, flashing home, running 4th there.
Let's see if we can get the pronunciation of the name, because you just gave it 6 different ones. It doesn't matter.
Rapidash.
Doesn't matter if it wins. Jules, what about you?
Rapidash. I have gone with race 7, number 1. We've mentioned this one a few times today. Belclair in the hot Danish. Trained by Björn Baker. This comes off the win in the Invitation here, I think we're watching. Did beat Magic Time in this race. Was carrying 59.5 kilos for the Invitation. Today gets Tyler Schiller with 57. I still don't remember last time I was 57 kilos, but I'm hoping Belclair gets the job done today. Goes in as second favourite, I believe, behind Magic Time. So fingers crossed.
I don't think I was ever 57 kilos. Now, I'm going to go in the 2-year-old race today. I think North England. I like North England. It placed in the breeders, of course, so it comes in with a fair bit of quality. A lot of first starters here. It's by Farnan, of course, the Golden Slipper winner, who Gain Adrian trained, and they, of course, have North England. So that's a 2-year-old race, but also I'm tipping Kryptonic, the horse I mentioned before, race 1 in Wyong out of the gate 2 should just go to the lead and improve its position, I hope.
You hope.
I hope.
You hope.
Fingers crossed.
All right, Shayne, let's have a closer look at what's happening at Rosehill today. The 5 Diamonds, tell us about this race.
Yeah, well, we saw the 5 Diamonds Prelude a couple of weeks back, and there's a reason it's called the Prelude, because there are 7 of the 14 horses in today's race that came through that race, excluding the winner. Unfortunately, Iron Noah Star has been scratched, but we've got the next 5 horses across the line. The Prelude was an interesting race insofar as the runner-up Territory Express, who's trained at Kembla by Paul Niceforo. This would be a great story if this horse won, because as you heard before, Paul's only got about 2 or 3 horses in work, but you don't need that many when one of them wins $1 million. This horse was very slow to begin, missed by about 2. He had to thread away through the field, and he only just missed in the end. He's a provincial midway winner, so he's a very high-class horse. He just needs everything to go his own way, and needs a good ride. But look, if he gets that, he'll probably be the one finishing off. Then you've got Tommy Berry again, as I mentioned before, he rode the Big Dance winner. He's on the Queenslander Freedom Rally for Tony Gollan in this race.
Okay.
He was 3rd in the Prelude. You know, he could easily improve himself a couple of positions today.
What about North England in the gift?
Yeah, well, look, he's a Breeders' Plate place getter. Obviously, that's a good race to come through when you're looking at only having its first start that day. But we've also got the Jim Crack Stakes place getter as well, Ole, who ran a terrific race on debut behind a pretty handy-looking filly. So, look, those 2 horses seem to be the ones with the exposed form, but there are a couple of first starters that are little whispers around town that they might go pretty well. And as Ray said, the significance of this race is not just because it's worth $1 million, but first and second home will almost certainly get a berth in the Golden Slipper. And I know I've only just finished talking about the Everest, but a lot of us are going to start talking about the Golden Slipper now, because that's the race you win if you want to be a $50-odd million horse. And look, there's horses there today that could make it all the way through to the Slipper, North England being one of them.
And just quickly, Hot Danish, your thoughts in the field?
Yeah, look, we've got 5 out of the 10 horses that ran in the Invitation are in the Hot Danish, so it's another sort of replay of what we might have seen there. Magic Time's got new colours. She was bought by Yulong for a fortune in the last couple of days. She'll be very hard to beat. But Belclair, the horse you like, Julie, she's very fast. She ran 1:20 when she won the Invitation, which is very close to a course record. So I'm suspecting that she might go to the lead and carve out some pretty strong sectionals, and she'll be the one that they'll all have to get past.
Okay. All right, Shayne, well, thank you.